Hey Posh Hearts, it's Simone here, and I want to talk to you guys very quickly about demoing Vial at events or home parties. So I just barely did Vial demos at an event I had last weekend, and it was awesome because it was a really great way for me to, I guess, kind of go through the different uh, just go through it and see what worked and what didn't. Okay, so me and another team member, Kira, were able to do this, and so we had a very small setup at the very back of our booth for Vial to try, and we ended up actually moving it to the front of the booth because we realized very quickly that no one was going to come look at Vial unless they saw it. So if you guys are doing Vial at events, then I would definitely highlight it and give it, because people love to try things. People love to try samples and to be able to see, freebies. Who doesn't like freebies? And being able to do something like a fun lip color while they're there is a really great way to pamper themselves. So it's a very memorable posh thing that you can be doing. So I'm going to show you guys very quickly how we demoed Vial at the event and what my tips are for you. So one thing is make sure that people are aware that you have this, sampling and demo for them to try. And I have, so I had this sign that I put this graphic up in the album on the team page, so you guys can use this if you guys want. So I have this, and I used what I could, and I have this from a previous event. I'm not even sure where I purchased this from, but this is a little stand, and we wrote, try our natural base lip color, and we had our Vial tin on display with our vials out. So we had our vials out there for them to see. They saw that we are trying them out, and we had our tester sticks, so our doe foot applicators there as well. And for the most part, we basically walked people through it. We were like, hey, do you guys want to try it? They wanted to try it. So we gave them a mirror, and I had a couple of mirrors. If you're doing this at a home party, you'll want to get more hand mirrors, I think, because you want everyone to do it together. But so I have this hand mirror here, and then I had this one that stands up so that you can do it on the table as well. So just depending on what works best for you. I do know that the dollar store has some smaller mirrors that you can, sometimes when they have them available, you can grab that for a demo instead. But you want to hand them a mirror. You want to tell them about the primer. Get a little bit of the primer onto your doe foot applicator to pass out to them. Make sure you guys are knowledgeable about the products so that you feel more comfortable talking about it. Because I noticed myself that as much as I know how to talk about it, I wasn't super used to juggling a mirror, juggling different, an applicator, juggling how to talk to people as they're applying. And you want to make sure that you get used to that so that you can tell people how to apply the primer, make sure that they are doing it with your best tips, right? So that they get the best long wear color. So you give them a doe foot applicator with the primer on it, let them do that, and then you will tell them that it's going to get tacky, it's going to get a little bit sticky, usually it takes about a minute or two, but do you know which color you want to use? So while you're telling them about how the primer is, locking in moisture, it's going to help seal in that color, have them pick a color. So instead of just sitting there awkwardly for a minute or two, you have them engaged, you have them learning about the product, you have them waiting for the tackiness. Some customers are not super sure when it's tacky, and so we were like watching, we're like, do that again, okay, we think we're ready for the color. So then we have them pick a color. We had swatches on our hand to show, but for one day. The second day we didn't, but people were able to pick out which color they wanted. We give them a vial or another doe foot applicator of the vial, handed it to them, and then showed them again how to apply middle, left to right, press your lips together, and then fill in your Cupid's bow. So it was very easy, very simple. And then we told them, it's going to take a little bit to dry, but once it dries, you're not going to be able to feel it's a very nice satin finish, and you'll be able to drink from your water bottle, drink from your, kiss and not worry about it getting everywhere. So it was a really fun demo to have at an event, and I think a really, really great opportunity for home parties that focus on Vial. So if you guys are kind of weary on it, I have the booster kit, which is what we demoed from, so they had all the colors to try from. You can definitely do it with whatever colors you have on hand, but the things that you need to keep in mind is that let people that, well, I think the most important things to keep in mind is make sure people are aware that they can sample it, okay? Make sure that they know that you have tester sticks on hand so that they don't all of a sudden start delving into the vials without the tester sticks. But have clear signage that they can try it. Make sure you have doe foot applicators on hand, and make sure you have mirrors, plenty of mirrors to go around. So we had 2 at the event, and that seemed to be fine. Sometimes we could have used more, but for the most part 2 is perfect for our event. But obviously at a home party you might want more. And then the other thing to keep in mind is this is a really great opportunity to also show people the other lip products that we have. So first question we always asked was, do you have anything else? Do you have anything on your lips? You know, or do you have clean lips? Then, you know, if they didn't, or they're like, well, I'm not really sure, like, you know, we have a lip scrub. You know, are your lips moisturized? Are you know, so we have a lip scrub, we have Bare It All to help them wipe off what they currently have, that kind of stuff. So you're also kind of showing them everything that we have without being overpowering, because they want to try the lip color. Well, you know, I have something to help you take that off. Take off, you know, the balm or whatever previous color you had on. So that is a really great way to do it. So those are kind of my tips. You don't really need a whole lot of space to demo Vial, so I think it's a really great opportunity for just about everybody. And there were some people that stopped by our booth that wanted to try Vial. They pretty much were like completely drawn to this. They're like, what are these? You know, and they didn't really know anything else about Posh, but they were immediately drawn because they're like, ooh, you have these, what are they? I want to try, you know, and you're going to get people like that. So this is a really great, it was just super fun, and it was really fun because people are able to test it, they're able to try it, and they can see how it feels on their lips when, you know, throughout the day. So if they're going through their event or going through the home party or whatever. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Make sure you guys have a trash on hand as well, so you can toss all of the Vial, or I mean the applicators and makeup remover stuff. So it's very easy. I want to know what you guys are doing with it, how you guys are doing it, if there's anything else that you guys are adding or changing that I did not mention here, and hopefully you guys are gonna, you know, rock it this season. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys are basically, you know, working your businesses and having fun. So have an awesome day. See you guys.